Morning, welcome back into Wake Up America. I'm Rob Finnerty. We are wrapping up UN week here in New York, and joining us now a very special guest, the President of Serbia, Alexander Vучić. Mr. President, good morning. It is great to have you with us. Rick Grinnell also back with us. Pleasure to have you in studio this morning.
Good morning. Pleasure's all mine.
Mr. President, tensions have been on the increase between Kosovo and Serbia for a long time. Kosovo, of course, a name that a lot of Americans will recognize from the the Clinton years in the 1990s. Can you take us through what's going on?
I'll do my best to be as brief as it is possible.
Yeah.
And to be even as much objective as it is possible. You know that we have an ongoing negotiating process under the auspices of EU. Previously, we had some good attempts made by Trump administration, particularly when we were trying to implement Washington's arrangement, but then, and all of a sudden, another party denounced that, and some other people didn't want to deliver anything on that arrangement. We signed Brussels Agreement 10 years ago, or even more than 10 years ago, and there was only one obligation for Kosovo Albanians to deliver on, which was creation of Association of Serb Municipalities, but they didn't want to deliver on this. Now I'm very much afraid of the escalating measures that were taken by Albin Kurti in recent times, and I'm afraid that he's gonna repeat it tomorrow, day after tomorrow, every single day. He does it just for the sake of provoking Serbs, because I don't know what he expects. And I saw even that State Secretary Antony Blinken reacted. I saw that European Union reacted, but it was not done, dare to say, in a strong way to persuade, to convince Kurti to stop with these kind of provocations.
Do you think they need to be more forceful?
I believe that they need to, at least it's better to say, we would like to see very clear signal from the US administration and European Union. But from time to time, dare to say, we have an expression even in Serbian, which is both-sidism. Whenever they need to react, it doesn't matter who is the real culprit, which fault was something.
Yeah.
It's always both sides.
Yeah.
We call upon both sides, and both sides are, and then you say, okay, but what is about us? What is our fault? What we didn't do that you asked us to do? Then, well, but we need to address both sides, and that's it. When you have this kind of bureaucratic vocabulary, then you don't know how to deal with this, and that's becoming the real issue.
Yeah. Mr. President, so you mentioned the leader in Kosovo. Critics say that he is the one who started this issue, these problems. He's come under criticism now from NATO, from the European Union, from the State Department here in the U.S. This week, EU policy said that both Kosovo and Serbia are risking their relationship with the European Union as a result of this crisis. How do you respond to the concerns of the international community?
Just for you to know, we had 7 days ago, we had a session of dialogue process in Brussels.
Yep.
And they put in front of Serbia let's say five demands, requests, conditions. And we responded positively on each of these demands. 100%. Kurti had only one question, whether he was going to create Association of Serb Municipalities, which is his long-lasting obligation. He did not respond positively. Day after, you had a public statement issued by Josep Borrell, Lajčák, and all the others, blaming Kurti and his regime for this. But after that, we came to this both-sidism, you know, because we call upon both sides and that. We did nothing wrong.
I've said to you before in private that it's really important that as you go to big multilateral meetings like UN Week or Davos, it seems like everybody comes to you to talk about this problem with Serbia and Kosovo. Wouldn't it be so much better if you were able to talk about the growing, amazing economy of Serbia and to get this issue out of the way? What do you think, what is the solution? And we don't have much time, but what do you think is the solution?
No doubt, I believe that this type of approach when we'll be ready to discuss economic issues, growth issues, when we'll be able to connect people, because we'll have to live much better. And that was something that we got as a proposal a few years ago. I believe that was the best approach and the best possible foundation for the future.
I'd like to ask you two, I think, easier questions, maybe. Would the people of Serbia and the people of the international community embrace another Trump presidency if that were to happen?
I don't know what is this question about. Of course, we're going to respect U.S. people's decision, and we have had only good experiences with his administration. I cannot say a single bad word about it. And I can tell you one thing, you know, when I was there, although it was not, we were not in an easy position, and Rick knows that, but I can tell you one thing, which we appreciated a lot, and I was speaking about it publicly.
Yeah.
Jared Kushner, O'Brien, Rick Grenell, and even some more guys were speaking to us for more than 2.5 and 3 hours, spending almost all day long. They showed their dedication, they showed their real commitment. They were working with us. Doesn't matter whether we agreed upon everything or not, and we did not, but they wanted to listen to us, and we appreciated that a lot. That's what that is something that was my real experience, and I cannot forget it.
Okay. Serbian President Alexander Vучić, we appreciate you being with us this morning.
Thank you for having me. Thanks a lot.
And spending some time with us. Thank you.
Thank you.